Constitutional lawyer says Mnangagwa's act improperly in promoting a son to a senior military ranks. A fresh wave of debate have emerged following claims by constitutional experts that President Emerson Mnangagwa may have going against key constitutional principles after promoting his son to a senior rank in the military. The issue centers on the recent elevation of Shaun Mnangagwa, one of 9 officers in the Zimbabwe National Army who were promoted from Major General to Lieutenant during an official investor ceremony held on Wednesday. The ranks of lieutenant is considered the 6th highest in the Army, and are making the promotion both significant and highly visible. Kusangana kwatinoita panambo channel yenyu Magaba News patinobata nawo dzinenge dzichiitika munharaunda nemunyika yedu yeZimbabwe. Zuva ranhasi tauya takabata chiitiko chekupromotwa kwemwana wababa Mnangagwa kubva paposition Major General to a Lieutenant apo achipiwa position iyi achiiswa kudanho repamusoro sezvo anga ane 16 years achishanda mumauto. So position yake yauya panguva iri kutaurikana dzematongerwo enyika sezvo veruzhinji havasi kugutsikana nezviri kuitwa nehurumende yaMnangagwa, apo zvaita kuti constitutional law expert vaLove Madhuku vataura vachiti ivo mukuona kwavo kugadzwa kweposition yakapiwa mwana waMnangagwa hazvisi pamutemo ende hazvibvumirwe zvavakaita izvi. Zvaita kuti lawyer riuye richitaurawo mashoko aro achizivisa pamusoro pechiitiko ichi, apo pavataura vachiti President Mnangagwa is not legal powered to do what he has done. The promotion is null and void and he must leave that to his vice president. Ndo mashoko ava Madhuku achiti position yakashandwa navaMnangagwa iyi vachigadza vanhu iyi havana mvumo iyoyo, havana simba iroro. Vaifana kupa vatevedzeri vavo ndivo vaifana kuita chiitiko ichi, ende vakaenderera mberi vakati we are conflicted, so you would have to leave that sort of decision to vice president. That is why vice president exists. If there is a conflict of interest, the law requires that decision to be taken by someone else who would ordinarily perform the function of the office in the absence of the president. Ndo mashoko ataurwa navaLove Madhuku. So mashoko aya atenderedzwa achiziviswa sezvo ruzhinji havasi kugutsikana vachiti inhau yezvimwe zviri kurongwa nehurumende yavaMnangagwa zvekuda kuti vari kuda kumisa parengi repamusoro-soro remauto kuti anenge akukontrola masoja ese emunyika yeZimbabwe. According to news, however, what might ordinarily be seen as a routine military adjustment has instead triggered a legal and ethical debate. Constitutional law expert LOVE Madhuku has openly questioned the legality of the president's involvement in the decision. Speaking in an interview, Madhuku said that the president should not have participated in the process where there was a clear personal interest. According to him, this situation represents a classic case of conflicts of interest, one that constitutional safeguards are designed to prevent. Madhuku stated that the president is not legally empowered to make such decision when it direct involvement a close family member. In his views, the promotion should be considered invalid on those grounds. He emphasized that the appropriate course of action would have been for president to step aside and allow another authority such as vice president to handle the matter. The principle at the heart of this argument is simple: public office must be exercised in particular when a decision directly affects a spouse, child, or a close relative. The office holder is expected to rescue themselves to preserve fairness and public confidence. Drawing compassion to judicial conduct, Madhuku explained that justice routine step aside in case where personal relationship could influence their judgment. He suggests that the Same standard should apply to executive decision making at the highest level of government. According to Madhuku, when a president faces a conflict of interest, it is also through they are temporarily unable to perform that perspective duty in such a situation. Constitutional merchandising allow another official, typically a vice president, to assume responsibility for that decision. The argument reinforces a broader and constitutional principle: authority is not absolutely even at the highest office. Instead, it is guided by checks and balances between means to ensure transparency and accountability. Sean Mnangagwa, who is part of the presidential guard and closely involved in his father's security detail, has been steadily rising within the military ranks. His latest promotion has drawn particularly attention because of its timing and context. The development comes amid ongoing national discussions around proposed constitutional changes, including a controversial amendment bill that could potentially extend presidential tenure beyond the current two-term limit. Some observers believe the promotion may raise the question about the consolidation of influence within key state institutions, especially those linked to security. Others, however, may view it as a part of a national military progression, depending on internal criteria and performance elevation. What remains clear is that the debate has shifted beyond the promotion itself. It now touches on broader issues of government ethics and the interpretation of constitutional responsibility. At its core, the controversy highlights the delicate balance between authority and accountability. Even when action falls within formal power, the manner is which those powers are exercised can shape public trust. As discussions continue, the situation underscores the importance of transparency in public decision making, particularly when personal and official interests intersect. Muri Zimbabwe ndona wiri kutaurika ndo mashoko ari kubuda. So mashoko avo Madhuku ari kuti vaMnangagwa sezvo vane mwana wavo aipromotwa pazvinhu izvozvo, dai vakati ivo vakapa chimuti kune mavice president avo, sezvo kuitira kuti pazvinozoshata panenge pasina interest yekuti ivo vakaonekwa vachipromota hama yavo, vachipromota mwana wavo. So vaMadhuku vanotaura kuti dai position iyoyo makapa zvenyu kana kuti mavice president enyu, kuitira kuti pazvinoshata zvinongonzi mavice president ndiwo akapromota, kuti imimi pachenyu mega mupromotana as a family, zvinhu zvinenge zvisingatotenderwa nemacitizen emunyika yeZimbabwe. Anotongoona zvinhu zvakatongodhakwa zvinenge zvichiitika muhurumende macho. What's your take on this issue? What's your take on this news? Ndidzo news dzatati kabata pano pachannel yenyu Magaba News.